Hey everybody, thank you for being here. Luna Loves Tarot. Right off the bat, the message that I'm hearing is that you have been feeling stuck, but there's been a lot of things that have been intentionally coming in onto your path to make you feel that way or create that illusion or else actually slow you down. And we are going to just pull some cards from the Ascended Masters to see which Ascended Master is here to help you get unstuck and how. Thoth, or Thoth. Wisdom of writing. Express your thoughts and ideas clearly. Writing can be a tool for enlightenment and healing. Use the written word to document your insights, share knowledge, and inspire others. And Mother Mary, which is interesting because I've been feeling that a lot lately for people who have been feeling a lack of love. Mother Mary brings in this abundant, loving feeling, and connecting with Great Mother Earth is a great way to bring in that feeling of love. So we'll just read Mother Mary. Compassion. Nurture yourself and others with compassion. Tap into the divine motherly energy within. Allow kindness and empathy to flow from your heart, offering comfort and support to those in need. All right, awesome. Well, those are some awesome Ascended Masters here to assist to unstuck the energy. And let's just see. It just feels like powerful energies have been assisting you. You're already aware of that. You already know. The dragons have been assisting you. Thoth, Mother Mary, I'm hearing Jesus, of course. Some friends may have been helping you. The golden orange dragon is what came out, and then the earth and air dragon, which also has orange on the card. So a lot of sacral energies coming through. Protection energy. Expand your light for ascension is what the golden orange dragon says. Be a peaceful warrior. I love that. Excuse me, burpee water. Help those in need. Remember your magnificence. Be a peaceful dragon. We don't have to fight. We can all get along. We can all use our power for good instead of feeling like we have to, like, you know, throw everybody out of our way and like step on them. That's not nice. Or like do weird magic spells to try to like bind people to a life that is less than what they deserve. And that's what's been happening to you. People have been either upset that you are trying to move forward, or they don't feel like you deserve to move forward. There's just this feeling of like people thinking they can hold you back in any way, shape, or form because of their own shortcomings, which is pretty insane, like sad in a way, because if people would just finally understand that anybody's success is their success, we are all one trying to get this figured out together, and the sooner we start working together and be happy and congratulatory towards one another, the sooner we will continue to share love and spread love forward. But we can't share love and spread love forward when we're always condemning somebody's path instead of congratulating their path. So the earth and air dragon represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. So like the temperance card, stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. And that's the other thing, like you feel stuck because you know there's something you're here to do, and you know that there's something that you want to bring forward, and you feel like your energy keeps getting like trampled on almost, or like suffocated, or like molasses. So just we're going to just go ahead and send white light and heal all spell work that has been done on the collective. Now, it is lifted through the light and love of Mother Mary and Thoth and Thoth and Jesus Christ and the golden orange dragon, the anointed, all cleansing now, healing, purifying all energies that were less than love, that were holding anyone back, anyone in this collective. We are going to burn those energies with the fire, with the orange dragon, the fire from the orange dragon. And just imagine that orange dragon fire like radiating around your entire body and cutting all the cords to all the energies and all the things that were attempting to stop you or hold you and just thank them and say, I thank you. You know, I see that your fear of me moving forward has caused you to feel the need to try to stop me. And it was very kind of you to worry. Thank you for your worry, but we'll go ahead and burn that off with the dragon, the fire of the dragon, sear all of those cords that were being connected to you, and then transmute it through the great Mother Earth. And maybe write about it and journal about it and just say how grateful you are to be healed and cleansed, and now that you can move forward on your path as you were meant to. You will have relief. Yes, you will feel relief when you do this. And there may have been energies, you're going to feel relief. So meditate on this symbol in order to find some relief and to know that, oh yeah, and you'll get a message. There's messages for you. The healing is yours now. You don't have to feel stuck anymore. That's been cut. Just say thank you for the healing. I accept the healing. If you don't have time to imagine yourself in that orb of golden orange fire, which is cutting all the cords, I can't imagine you wouldn't have time to take that healing and cut all those cords of all the things that are holding you back. It could be people, places, things, thoughts, ideas, fears of your own. Just anything that is holding you back has now been burned up with the golden orange dragon, and you are free to move freely in this world once again. You are going to have relief now. Card number 12, which breaks to a 3. The end of suffering or hard times. What are we talking about here? That's exactly what's going on. A much needed relief or break in the energy. Miracles, rescue, and reprieve. Meditate on this symbol when all seems too much. Feel it blast out of the negative. Blast out the negative as you call in strength to your heart. And you just say, I call in the strength of the divine, infinite love of the universe to come into my heart now. And the divine love of the golden orange dragon to fulfill me with light and to burn out all of that does not serve my highest divine purpose. End strife is okay, that's what the symbol is, end strife. It is an Icelandic magical stave associated with ending suffering and calming anger. Time to end the strife. Allow that dragon to heal all that which is not serving your highest good. And thank it. Thank all these lessons, but you know, we're really over all these lessons, so they've been plenty. There's been plenty of lessons. It's like since 2017, it was like, yeah, we're gonna like do all these great things, and maybe that's been a whole 7-year cycle of healing, and or 2018, 19, whatever it was, and now here we are. We shedded all the old skin, and now it's time to have better. Time for better and relief. So relief is yours. Let's see what else wanted to come out with that. Power. Wow. Yes. So with the release of all this energy, whatever it has been that was holding you, keeping you captive, keeping you stuck, now you are regaining your power because of the wisdom that you are receiving when you accept the healing from the dragon. Say, I accept the healing from the golden orange dragon. I allow my power to come back into me. I'm grateful that my power has returned. And thank your power for coming back. Card number 46 breaks to a 10, to a 1, to a new beginning, right? All right, you are powerful. You are worthy. You are sovereign. It is time to remember your worth. Drawing this card invites you to take your place in the starting and starring role of your life. There is no need to play small here. You are being granted permission to display your strengths for all to see at this time. It does no service to you to hide your gifts. Drawing this card can also indicate that it is time for you to call your power back from any situation where it may have been taken or given away. Again, call your power back. Get the relief by calling on the golden orange dragon, but really call on the light of God. That is the same healing white light. We're just going to call it a dragon because it's easier for people who don't want to call source God. But whatever it is a light, and it is a healing light, and we call on that healing light, and we allow ourselves to be brought back into balance and to allow the power that we arrived on this planet with that was ours to begin with, that has always been in here, but we had to hide it and layer it with a bunch of trauma and all the things that made us feel, safe. So now we can start removing those layers by burning them off and cutting all the cords to all the things that we think make us feel comfortable and safe. And we just thank all those things and then we let them go. Okay, so drawing this card is also an indication that it may be time for you to call your power back from any situation where it may have been taken or given away. The crown of Isis, and sometimes the crown of Hathor, is made up of the sun disk, cradled in crow's horns. The sun and the crow were both worshipped in ancient Egypt as symbols of the different but equal powers of the feminine and masculine. And I think we were also talking about that, everything coming into balance. This is a card of balance. How do we become powerful within? We balance our masculine and feminine energies so that one isn't overpowering the other. Ego and pride overpowering empathy and intuition, okay? When we have those, pride is at a same equal level balance as your intuition. So you're not boastful, you stay humble, you are aware of your abilities to be a good human being, and you pay it forward, and you just keep going, and you allow that humble power of loving and being kind to one another. That is the power the world needs. Kindness, love, empathy, compassion. We're not here to fight. We're here to heal and become, we really, this was a big whole game of healing. I don't want to get too far into it, but I will say we were never broken. We just had this big idea that, oh my God, everything needs to be healed. And no, really, we just opened up to another level of who and what we are, and our consciousness expanded. But instead of allowing that greatness to be known, we had to have some crisis in the world to make us think that we were all dirty sinners, not capable or worthy of healing, without spending thousands and thousands of dollars on gurus and tarot readings and crystals, when truly we just had power and light come into us that was already scheduled in the stars. It was already seen in the heavens. We knew this was happening by certain powerful energies that were taking place at the time. A Saturn conjunction, Saturn and Neptune? No. Why can't I think? Saturn, Jupiter? Wow, I cannot even believe. Anyways, it was a big, the conjunction. I know somebody will know. Anyways, we were really on a path of enlightenment and empowerment. Instead, we got told we were not powerful and we needed to heal, and we needed to find those powers and see if we could bring them online. And it was just another delay of our magnificence, that we are already divine beings of light here to help heal the world, not look at it and go, oh my God, it's scary and I gotta run away. We just have to be kind and loving and shine our lights in the darkest of places to allow people to know there's nothing to be scared of. Okay? Because look at what is already going on in the world. If you think that like we need to fear one another, we're being ridiculous. Again, the fire card came out. So focus on fire, transmute that which does not serve you, rise from the ashes, and then create that lovely little thing that came from your heart space that makes you happy, that excites you, that makes you tick, that if it brings happiness to you, it will bring happiness to this world eventually, one way or another. Also, new friendships will be coming in once you release all of this old icky energy that's been holding you stuck. Molasses. There are people that try to give you food spells. I know that's weird, but people are doing some weird things in this day and age. I'm seeing all these videos on magic and stuff, so to think that people aren't using these modalities is kind of just that's us sticking our head in the sand, right? To think, oh, well, they're not doing this. But yet we'll believe everything that's happening on the news. So it's like, man, we're pretty backwards in what we are willing to believe and not believe, right? It's easier to fool a man than to show him he's been fooled, right? Or it's easier to fool somebody than to show them, like, hey bro, you are a psychic. So that's what everyone knew, that was who and what you are. Like, you've been like that your whole life, but people always wanted to like tell you you don't know what you're talking about, and then like they make you feel like you're going nuts. And now it's just like, you know what, no, ain't nobody got time for that. There's a full moon right around the corner, and a lot of people have been using these full moons and all the moon cycles in a not so kind way. Okay, a lot of this information has been coming through, and unfortunately it's, you know, a lot of people were just scared of who and what was coming to the planet to help people, and yet they were more scared of their own peers than they were about the people on the stage trying to take away every freedom that they've ever had. When the people with kind giant hearts just want to help heal this world with their light, instead there's people that want to tell you you're not worthy of healing or shining your light. So don't listen to them, and don't worry about what everyone wants you to pay attention to. When you start focusing on yourself and your healing, and that was the other part of the message that was coming through before. If you're not okay, then no one else and nothing else will be okay. Okay, so it's okay to focus on allowing yourself to be in a good place, mentally, physically, and emotionally. So then you're able to give whatever your spark is to this world in a healthy way. So it's healthy for you to focus on your well-being. I think that was one of these. Give your inner critique a vacation day. Be kind to yourself. Yes. My goodness. If your friends heard the way you talk to yourself in your head, would they still want to hang out with you and think, yeah, this person's got good intentions? Because if your intentions of yourself aren't kind, then your intentions for others could lean on the darker side. And I only know this because of my past. I was a very dark-minded person for a very long time, and I think that was intentional, and because I couldn't understand it, because I really love everyone. I've always loved everyone, even though to my own detriment. Anyways, this is about give yourself some credit. This came out the other day, for doing a good job at this whole living thing. So yes, good job. You're doing a great job. And yeah, you have had a world of like everything coming at you, and you haven't understood it. It's really just because we weren't at a level in our consciousness where we were able to see people that really wanted to help as you know, good, because we were so used to the dark, to the evil, to the ickiness, to the backstabbers and the gossipers, and you know, the ones that really did not want to see anyone do well. And there was a lot of things that came into this earth to try to make everyone believe that that's exactly how every single person's mind works, that everyone's evil and we're all doomed. Well, that's just not true. And you just need to stay present in this moment with gratitude. And that's where life happens, in the present moment. You know, not worrying, like focusing so hard on the future and worrying about our past. Bet on yourself, take chances, reach your dreams. You've got this. You're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forgive and forge your own path. I mean, forge your own path. It doesn't say forgive, but I do really think in order for us to do anything, we have to accept what has happened in our life, thank it and forgive it, and then allow it to not hold us down like a rock, like wet undies. I don't know why that came into my mind. Like when you get out of the pool and you're all wet and like everything's just hanging off of you. I don't know why that was the illusion, the vision, what is happening. Anyways, when you see you've got a lot that's weighing you down, is my point. And when you allow yourself to release that and become free, it's not going to feel like, you know, something icky and wet and something hanging off you that you just don't want. We are going to get sometimes, like, I honestly feel like I say one weird thing and that makes the whole video weird, and I don't mean to make it weird. And I don't edit, so weirdness alert, here we go. Don't be so hard on yourself, because I'm being really hard on myself right now. So don't be so hard on yourself. It is so easy to just say something and not know I don't know. Grounding and finding love. Interesting. So the anchor, get grounded into the universe. Get grounded into the great earth. Be grateful. And finding love. The two seahorses. And in doing that, you'll have good fortune, and you are protected while doing it. There is a message of protection, so you are being protected. It's like this phase that you're going through where you're kind of like in an incubation period, and that's what I've been feeling lately. Like, you may feel more comfortable in a crowded room of strangers than you would in a room of people you are familiar with, because there's some changes that you're going through, and it's not easy for you to be around people right now, to be honest. And you may have a destined union coming in, destiny and union. It is really important for you to follow your heart in this moment, and your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, don't do it. Don't feel forced into doing something if it doesn't feel right. And know that what your heart is telling you is going to bring you success. If you follow that leadership of your inner voice, that is what really came here to guide you to the highest divine timeline. And when people first saw you starting to use your inner voice, they freaked out, and they cast some energy on you, whether they knew it or not, because people do not really want to believe or give any credit to the fact that our thoughts do create things, and a lot of those things are negative entities. And that's why either they know that they do create bad things and they like it that way, which is really sick and wrong. They know, like, yeah, I can have all these awful thoughts and something bad's going to happen to that person. It's happened a million times. Or, you know, it happened one time and it was great, or whatever it is. But like, there's people that are actually out there thinking like this, and they think that no one knows. They think that there is no such thing as karma, and they think that their heart is completely hidden from the world. And it's like, God is saying, that is absolutely the silliest thing that a person could think, to think that doing evil, awful things, and because no one has called you out on it yet or something, or hasn't said anything to you, or you know, there are people that don't realize how powerful there are starseeds on this planet that know what is going on, and people think they don't. But I see readers out there getting it right all the time, and people commenting and saying that's exactly what's happening in my life. And I think it has a lot to do with certain programs that are running, or that have been running since we were children, that keep us in certain states of minds for a reason. So don't be discouraged by all the people and all the noise out there. That's intentional. That's trying to stop you from following your heart, becoming grounded. And when you ground yourself into the earth, or just to set those intentions to send those roots through your soles of your feet into the great Mother Earth and up to the highest divine lights of creation, what are outside of the firmament, outside of this 3D world. Yes, I call the world that we live in the 3D world in quotes. Who even knows what it is? They won't even tell us the truth for a million years. So you're going to have financial security, and there's big changes coming. A rebirth. I can't make this up. Here's rebirth, change, financial security. And what's behind that? Safe travel. You're going to be traveling. There are people that know your future. It's just like so silly for us to think that other people don't know things when you know things about people. Whatever. The most important thing is just to love everyone where they're at, and see them as just, you know, not understanding the whole karma thing yet or something, because you just got to love them and say that God is protecting me no matter what. I am always protected. I am loved. I am guided, and I will be shown my path. Whether you like it or not, or whether other people like it or not, that's your path. We all have our own path. And there were people trying to tell you you weren't worthy of having your own path. They were trying to make you feel like you didn't even deserve a place on this planet. Well, you would not be here if you didn't. So don't allow anyone to tell you you don't deserve any of the great things that you have manifested in your life, or that you don't deserve great things to come into your life, because that's just their opinion. You know, it's a them problem. And at some point we have to just say, even if it's the person you love the most in this world and they don't believe in the same things you believe in, and that's okay. We can choose to still love one another. And if they choose to dislike you for not doing every single thing that they want you to, then are they really loving you, or are they just trying to control you? Unconditional love is allowing people to take that leap of faith and do what the heck they want, and not judge them for it, but support them. A lot of you have never felt support, and so you don't know what the heck it feels like, and so you're gonna just be so completely happy when you feel that relief, when you just say, hey, I call on the light of Mother Earth, of the golden orange dragon of the universe, to come and saturate me and dissolve anything that is less than love, and just allow these cords to be cut. A lot of us have cords that we didn't know we had, but that's okay. Don't be scared. There's nothing to be fearful of. That's the biggest point. Everyone wants everyone to be so freaking scared. Well, no. Middle fingers to the fear, all right? Ain't nobody got time for that. Homie, don't play that. Okay, the earth and air dragon was on the bottom too, so I did want to read that. It represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. I did read that. Well, just another reminder to stay grounded and stay present. That's where life happens, right? You're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. Bet on yourself and take chances. Reach for your dreams. You've got this. And schedule in your own self-care, because you are so special. And you are special. Your life is special. So treat it with loving care. Okay? Allow the goodness to come in. Let's see if we have got any angel numbers that want to come out. 66. I am positive. Your guardian angel is teaching you the essence of unconditional love. You are encouraged to have faith that the universe will provide for you while you are manifesting your inner desires. I am positive. Okay, and 66 breaks to a 12, which breaks to a 3, which is like Trinity, unity. And then 12, 12, 3, 3, that's a 6, and this is 6, 6, so 6, 6, 6 maybe? 6, 6, 6, 6. I know that there is a bad rap for 666, but that is 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons. It is the man, the woman. That is science. 666 is what we are. So if we think 666 is evil, then we are thinking evil is what we are. So when we understand the way that they use numbers and symbols to try to keep us cursed, we can break the spells and reverse all that whatever darkness when we see it. When you see the trick no longer works, okay? The illusion has been busted. The bubble has been busted. 12-12, stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. I am focused. I am focused. And I am kind-hearted. And that was the other thing I was talking about. We need love. We need kindness, compassion, sharing. We need community. We just need to start allowing ourselves to love one another again and love ourselves again. It's like my words are being blocked. All right. Card 18, which breaks to a 9. I am kind-hearted. You are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need, with the highest good of all. I am kind-hearted. Yes, I am kind-hearted. It is great to be kind-hearted, not to be mistaken for weakness though. So you have to be practical as well. So you'll say, I am practical. Card number 14. You are open-minded and always up to try something new, yet you are wise enough to stop and think before you jump into the thing. Before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps you to ensure your time and attention and efforts are meaningful. I am pragmatic, so it's cool. Thank you everyone for stopping by and for clicking onto this video. And you know, if you liked it, just come back again and we'll keep casting away negativity together. That's the symbol to cast away negativity. It looks a little bit like the symbol of healing, right? And just remember how powerful your mind is. And also, I remember why I am here. I remember who I am. If you can say that when you wake up in the morning and before you go to bed at night, you will start to bring through the light codes and the activation codes that are in you, that are here to be brought into the world at this time, because we are all here to remember why we are here. Okay? I love you. See you on the next one. Wake up and dream big. This is too far away now. Love you, mean it. Bye.